So Clive, things are going well for Padgett's motorcycles?
Yeah, we've had a great season again, you know. Bruce has had a phenomenal season, hasn't he? Probably anybody out there that follows the road racing will have seen his terrific results. Outright lap record at the Alaman TT, wins at the Ulster in the Northwest. Fantastic season. Unfortunately, John's not just been out as much as possible this year. Had a big injury at the start of the season with his wrist. But hey, he's coming good. He's back on a motorcycle. He picked up a podium yesterday. So, yep. He might feel it's going to be a long winter, you know, waiting for next season to start, but great season so far.
Yeah, John just doesn't seem to ever want to stop, does it? He just keeps on going.
Well, people say that, but as John said this morning, you know, if we're talking about age, Bruce is 3 years older than John.
Yeah.
So, you know, and I don't think age should be a factor. It's the lap times that count, and if the boys are still fast enough, then, hey, it's their choice as to when to hang the leathers up.
Yeah, well, and Bruce has shown that, hasn't he? Because he's the fastest road racer in the world, and he's done it on your bike.
That's right, 100%. Yeah, no, over the moon. He's what with the, as we said, the TT successes, and then of course to go on to the classic TT win just 2 weeks ago. Phenomenal.
And you're no stranger to racing yourself, are you? Back in, as you mentioned earlier, in another life.
Yeah, in another life we had a bash at, you know, whizzing around ourselves, and with you know, some success. And my own brother went on to win a couple of Isle of Man TTs, which is something we're very proud of. Yeah, it does. I retired at a very early age through injury, but seems like a lifetime ago. But now happy to work with these boys. It's couldn't get better.
Yeah, and talking to you, you sounded a person who's got a great passion and enthusiasm for road racing.
Yeah, I think you know, that probably comes from my father and my uncle. They were both, you know, I've followed in their footsteps or their slipstream. You know, I wasn't the instigator, had the opportunity to follow in their footsteps, but yeah, we're a passionate family. You know, we, as a day job, we actually sell Honda, Yamaha, Suzuki, Kawasaki and Aprilia motorcycles. That's what we do for a living, but our passion is to go motorcycle racing, and it's great that we can do both.
Yeah. And your plans for 2015, you still
yeah,
as committed as ever?
Absolutely, we're going forward again in 2015. We have a great relationship with our new partners, Valvoline, and they're on board again for next year, so let's hope we can do them proud again. You know, the Valvoline Padgett's Racing Squad have had a great year.
Yeah. Of course, road racing in England is limited to the Scarborough meetings. How important are they?
I think Scarborough, I believe, talking to my dad and my uncle, that they raced here in the very late 50s and then through the 60s. So we've actually raced and competed at Scarborough every decade, you know, for the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s and so on. So quite incredible. It's a unique meeting. It's fantastic. Gets a great crowd, happy people, you know. If the wife's not into the racing, she can nip down to the seafront and have a candy floss with the kids. And, you know, the husband, boyfriend can be on the banking watching the bikes. It's a unique event, great event. Peter Hillardby and the team have done a really good job for many years. You know, we don't see the likes of world champions here any longer. You know, when I had a run round here, Barry Sheen came and so on, you had the current world champions. Yeah. That's not quite the case anymore, but as you've said, you have got Bruce Anstey, John McGuinness, Bruce Anstey here, and they're the fastest two. Up until this year, John was the Isle of Man TT lap record holder, and it's now Bruce, of course. Yeah. So you've got two top stars here.
Yeah, and talking to some people, they say the biggest crowds they've known for quite a while at Scarborough this weekend.
Yeah, looking on the banking, you know, sure. We weren't able to come to the earlier meetings this year at Scarborough due to other commitments, but yeah, looking across there, hey, it looks fantastic, and let's hope they all have a good day.